What's up? So, before I do my final Oscar predictions, I wanted to do something where I basically just tell you my personal picks. If you follow me, or if you have followed me for a little bit, I feel like you kind of know where I'm at with the most of these awards. But it's still nice to know what I personally would do versus just trying to predict what the Oscar is going to do. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Leave in the comments your own personal picks. Okay, now what you're trying to predict because I want to know. But I'm going to go through every single category for the Oscars, and I'm essentially just going to tell you my personal picks. One thing to note, I have not rewatched The Father. I was able to see it early. I saw it in October. So it has been a while since I've seen The Father, and I need to revisit it. I wanted to before I did this video, but I didn't have a chance to. So I just want to say that first, but let's get to it. All right, so we're starting off with the Best Picture, and you guys already know where I'm going. It's obviously Minari, so that is my personal pick. That is what I believe is the best movie out of this lineup. If you saw my top 10 videos of 2020, I actually had Minari at number 2, but I revisited it again. I watched it a third time. And if you follow me on Letterboxd, which you should, you know that I gave it 5 stars. So I finally caved and I gave a 2020 movie 5 stars. It is the only movie I have given 5 stars to. Not that that matters that much, but still, I think it is the most moving, the most beautiful one, the one that I related to the most and that other people can relate to the most. Honestly, I'm watching my friends watch it and they just relate to it and they can grab something from it. I think it's the best one. I really do think it's the best one. It's weird how the talk hasn't really been there that much, maybe a little bit, but the SAG hit definitely did not help. But that is my personal pick for Best Picture. I think it's the best. Moving on to Best Director. So this one's a little bit tricky because I don't exactly know how I feel about this lineup. So if you guys know me, I'm not overly in love with Nomadland. I definitely like it. If you saw my review on the channel, I gave it 4 stars. Honestly, that has changed a little bit since I kind of went back and revisited it, but still, I definitely like it. I feel the same about Mank, where I like it, but I can't say I love it, even though I do think Mank is a very directory movie. So it's kind of tough. Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, I mean, that could be a pick, but it feels almost so nuanced and subtle, which I know is all choices from the director, but it feels hard to kind of say that I think he should win Best Director over some of these others. Thomas Vinterberg, I love. Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. It's great. So I'm kind of torn, but I am gonna cave and I will join, or not join. I will stay on the bandwagon for Chloe Zhao, and she would be my pick, followed honestly by probably David Fincher or Thomas Vinterberg. So I will stick with Chloe Zhao. I think the best part of No Man Land is the direction. So that's that. Once again, I don't feel too strongly about it, but I am excited for Eternals. I'll fucking say that. Best Actress. This one, for me personally, is really between 2 people, which is Carey Mulligan and Vanessa Kirby. I thought Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of Woman is fucking fantastic and probably the hardest job out of the nominees, in my personal opinion. Carey Mulligan, I think Promising Young Woman is a better film. And I have a lot of thoughts, by the way, about people potentially winning Oscars in meh or bad movies. I have a lot of thoughts. I might do a separate video about that. But luckily, I think Pieces of Woman is good, and I think Promising Young Woman is even better. For me, I would go with Carey Mulligan here. It is pretty damn close. If I'm being real honest, it's pretty damn close, but I would give the boost to Carey Mulligan, who is fucking fantastic in every movie she's ever in. So that's that. Watch The Dig on Netflix. I don't know why. I think I like that movie a lot. So watch it. I don't know. Maybe you'll like it too. Best Actor. So I know you guys probably think that I'm going to say Steven Yeun. I'm not. Really, that whole thing was I just really wanted him to be nominated because I thought he deserved it, and I wasn't sure if he could, and he got in. So I'm happy. Would I pick him to win? No, I would not. So this one is really between Riz Ahmed and Anthony Hopkins for me. That's no shade to Boseman, but I like those other 2 performances better. And as I said earlier, I've only watched The Father once, and I watched it in October months ago. I have not revisited it since. And because of that, I And from what I remember, at least, I am gonna go with Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal. It is still very close, even with that being said. I've seen Sound of Metal, I think, pretty much twice, and I think Riz Ahmed is just fucking fantastic. I think it's like a perfect performance, damn near, because there's something for everyone. There's something for him yelling and screaming. That real Oscar-y clip moment, and there's also him of that nuance. That subtlety, which is fucking hard too, and I don't think gets appreciated enough. So I would go with Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal. From what I remember, I like Sound of Metal more than The Father, so I will go with Riz Ahmed. But once I see The Father again, and I will, if that changes, you'll know it on my letterbox. There you go. Supporting actress. I pretty much I like 4 out of the 5 nominees. I don't really understand the Hillbilly Elegy thing, and it is not for fucking politics. I could give less of a shit about fucking Hillbilly Elegy and their politics. I just don't think it's that good. I think there are performances like that in just like not good movies like all year round. So I personally don't believe that. I love Glenn Close, and for some reason I feel super strongly that she will win an Oscar. Like, I just don't think she's gonna go Oscarless in her life. I don't believe that, but it's not this year. And I like the other nominees a lot, but it is gonna go to Ye Jung-yoon. I mean, of course it's going to Ye Jung-yoon. Well, I do think it is like the best one. It is a true supporting actress performance, and I think she brings something that the others ones, may not a little bit. I love Bakalova. You guys know that. I think some people are catching on that I'm low-key simping for Maria Bakalova, maybe. But yeah, Olivia Colman is fantastic in The Father. Amanda Seyfried might be my favorite part of Mank. So I can't really complain. So that's why I kind of feel good about this category in a way. Because if Maria Bakalova won, I'm happy. If Ye Jung-yoon won, I'm happy. My personal pick, Ye Jung-yoon. Supporting actor, this one's real simple. It's Daniel Kaluuya. Second place would be Paul Raci, maybe. Yeah, Paul Raci, then probably Lakeith, and then who knows? I don't know. But yeah, Daniel Kaluuya, that's a done deal. I'm glad he's gonna win. It feels weird to say he feels like he should have an Oscar now because he's still so young, but motherfucker should have an Oscar, and he's gonna get it. So fantastic. Original screenplay. This one is pretty tough too because I like all these screenplays really. Oddly enough, I think the weakest screenplay is Judas and the Black Messiah. I think just screenplay wise, I think that would be the weakest. But once again, I still like all of them. In terms of a personal pick, it's real tough. I'm not exactly sure what I want. I don't know. Chicago 7 is like a pretty damn good screenplay, and it's Aaron Sorkin. So I like all the dialogue and everything, and I like how it kind of weaves in and out, but I don't know, something about Chicago 7 also kind of holds me back from being just like overly like loving it in terms of a win for screenplay. If it did win at the Oscars, like I wouldn't even be slightly upset, but I don't know. Honestly, I might have to go with Minari again, if I'm being completely honest. I think it is, I don't know, it's so like delicate in how it treats its subject matter, and it felt so real to me. So I think I have to go with Minari there. I don't feel too strongly about that one either, but that's the one I'm going with. Adapted screenplay. These ones are pretty solid too. Pretty solid. If you asked me like maybe like a month or two ago, I probably would have said One Night in Miami. But I think I've kind of changed my mind as I've kind of revisited One Night in Miami. And I'm going to go with The Father. So I think in terms of just pure dialogue, probably One Night in Miami has the edge because it is just it's a talky movie, right? That's all they do. I think The Father is more clever, and it utilizes the screenplay. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's a tricky screenplay. It's clever, and I don't know if I can say like original because, it's kind of off like a very sad disease. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? So I would go with The Father on screenplay. Cinematography. So this one's tough too because I like a good amount. When I was preparing for this video, I thought I was gonna say Nomadland. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually not. I'm actually gonna go with Judas and Black Messiah. I'm sorry. I think along with the performances, like the acting, the cinematography was the next thing to stand out to me. I think it is just a fucking good ass looking movie. I mean, I don't understand why it's not even talked about like that. I mean, it was considered not even a lock for cinematography. So I'm actually going to go with Judas Black Messiah. I feel very good about that one. Editing. Yeah, this one is between Chicago 7 and The Father for me. Like, I have no problems being a Chicago 7 fan. Okay, I have no problems being that. You guys know I like that movie. But I'm gonna go with the father. I'm gonna go with the father. Yes, Chicago 7 has the most editing, and I know when people say that, they kind of say it to like disparage Chicago 7 for some reason, which is weird. Yes, Chicago 7 has the most editing, but it's not Bohemian Rhapsody has the most editing, okay? It's like pretty competent, and it's when it's going back and forth. But I'm going with the father. It utilizes editing the most and in the best way for the movie. Like editing is, it feels like a damn character in the movie. So I'm gonna go with the father. Best animated feature, Soul. Done deal. Soul. I like Wolfwalkers. Okay, it doesn't even come close to Soul for me. Okay, this is my personal picks for me. I like Onward a lot. Over the Moon, I didn't really care about. I have not seen Farmageddon. Soul is like, come on. I know Pixar is gonna win again, and I know it gets boring, but like, what do you want them to do, huh? What do you want them to do? International feature. I have not seen all these, and by all these, I've seen two of them. I've seen two of the nominees. I probably should watch these before the Oscars, but I'm going with Another Round. It is, I think Another Round was my fifth favorite movie of 2020. Honestly, that might change. That could go up, but Another Round, I fucking love it. Best documentary. So I have seen two of these. I have not seen Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, or My Octopus Teacher. I need to see all of them. So I can't speak too much on this if I'm being honest. But I'm going to go with Collective because I liked Collective more than Time. But yeah, I don't, I'm a bad person to ask for these. I need to be better at this. Best original score, Soul. Yeah, it's Soul. I love Minari's score. I think Mank's score is actually really good. News of the World is, fine. The Five Bloods, I really don't even remember. But Soul is the one I have on my phone and the one I just go to. It is such a damn vibe, okay? It's perfect for the movie. God damn, that fucking montage. Oh, buddy. Okay, yeah, I'm going with Soul. Best original song, Husavik. Come on now. What I look like? Husavik from Eurovision? Yeah. That song has no business being that good. I don't understand it. It should win. It's not going to. And luckily Speak Now, which probably would be my prediction, is still a good song, but Husavik is damn good. Fuck. Best sound. I'm going to go through these kind of quick because I pretty much know. Sound of Metal. Duh. The sound design was fucking crazy in that movie. And literally the word sound is in the title. Of course. Best costume design. I'm actually going to go with Emma. I from the few minutes I've seen of Emma, it's fucking beautiful. Okay, the costumes are extremely extravagant and like well made. I mean, it's actually very surprising. So I'm glad it got nominated, and that would be my personal pick. Best makeup and hairstyle. Yo, guys, come on, Pinocchio. Guys, come on, Pinocchio. It's fucking crazy. I'm so amazed by the makeup in Pinocchio. I don't know why it's just like it might not win. I don't know. It's definitely top 3 candidate for me. But yeah, that would be my pick, 100%. Production design. So I'm tempted to go with the father here because similar to editing, they changed the production design a lot, and that is a key element in the movie. But I gotta be honest, Mank was like just more impressive to me, the production design. So I am gonna go with Mank. It's kind of a boring answer, but it's boring for a reason because it's gonna win. And honestly, it should. So there you go. And best visual effects. I don't feel that strongly amongst these. Love and Monsters actually has pretty decent visual effects. I have seen that movie. It's pretty good. Midnight Sky is a space movie. It's fine. Mulan, I'm still kind of confused on the visual effects. Like it's okay. The One and Only Ivan has very good visual effects, considering the whole movie is pretty much centered around that. And Tenet. So which one would I go for? Man, that's tough. I'll go with Tenet because I think they used it, I don't know, efficiently. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Tenet. I like Tenet the most out of these movies, and I have seen all of them actually. Now I'm looking at it, I've seen all of them. I like Tenet the most. I think it's utilizes it arguably the best. In a way, it's not the most impressive because some of these other movies rely on visual effects a lot more, but I still kind of have to go with Tenet here. So that's that. Once again, don't feel that strongly about that, but whatever. So in terms of that, I wasn't keeping a tally or anything, but I think I gave a decent amount to what is it? To Minari and The Father. Did I give any To Chicago 7. Also, Judas. I feel like I gave a lot to Judas. I should have kept a tally on this, but whatever. Those are my personal picks for the Oscars here. Well, for the 2021 Oscars, I mean, considering everything the world went through, I think this is still a damn good Oscars. Certainly not the best, not the one that I am like the most excited for, but certainly a worthy year to have an Oscars. The fact that it was talked about we should like not have an Oscars this year is fucking crazy. I am expecting a steep decline at the Oscars ratings, but that's that. I guess that's just what's gonna happen. General audiences don't know these movies, but that's okay. We do, and that's what matters, right? Okay, but yeah, that'll actually be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Take care. Stay safe.